So there we were, me and Claire, sitting across from her parents at some overpriced restaurant, when Robert slammed his fist on the table like he was auditioning for Gladiator 2, Mortgage Edition. He yells, "You did what?" I blinked. "Oh, I exist." Not my finest opening line. Dorothy, meanwhile, started sobbing like someone had just told her her favorite reality TV show was cancelled. "How could you deny us grandchildren?" she wailed. Claire, bless her, whispers calmly, "It's our decision." Robert jumps, practically choking on his kale salad. "Your decision? What about our legacy? Our family name? Our standing in the church? Our ability to brag at Bridge Club?" I thought it was time to chip in my patented deadpan charm. Claire doesn't even have your last name anymore. She has mine." Instant regret. Dorothy's finger points at me like she's casting a death curse in some medieval drama. "You poisoned her against motherhood. You selfish, selfish man." Claire tried to save me. "Mom, that's not." "Don't defend him." Dorothy cuts her off. "He's destroyed our family line. What will people at church think? What about our friends?" Robert is standing now, chest puffed out like a disgruntled pigeon. "You're dead to us, both of you, until you apologize for this mutilation, and reverse it." I squint. "Reverse a vasectomy? Whatever it takes," he growls. "You've ruined our reputation. 40 years of standing in this community, gone because of your selfishness." They storm out, leaving us with the check. Of course. Because if you can't pay your own mortgage for 2 years, at least you can leave other people with the bill for your emotional meltdown dinner. Classic. Claire cries. I sit there, numb, staring at my water glass like it owes me money. These people, who literally couldn't keep up with their own mortgage, are lecturing me about selfishness. I log in Monday morning and, click. Cancel. Automatic payment. 2 years, 24 payments, $67,200. Poof. Gone. Not a single thank you. Not even a wink. But sure, apparently I'm the selfish one. Okay. I think I even whispered it under my breath. Just okay. Because really, if you declare someone dead to you, they should probably stop paying your bills, right? Groundbreaking stuff. Fast forward, Claire's been a mess. She keeps checking her phone, hoping for some magical text from her parents saying, "We forgive you for existing, please return to our good graces." Spoiler. Nothing. Nada. Instead, they've been busy posting passive-aggressive Bible quotes on Facebook about honoring thy father and mother and the blessing of children. Because nothing says, "we care," like guilt-tripping social media followers while simultaneously ignoring the fact that someone just fronted your mortgage for 2 years. Then came Aunt Peggy, Dorothy's sister. She calls Claire, all sweet and syrupy, like she's auditioning to be a Disney villain. "Sweetheart, your mother is devastated. How could you do this to her?" "I didn't do anything to her." Claire, exhausted and done with family theatrics, snaps back, "This is about my body. My life." Peggy naturally wails. "But family? You should know that." So, Peggy calls Claire, dripping with that fake sympathy only a sister-in-law can master. "Sweetheart, your mother is devastated. How could you do this to her?" "I didn't do anything to her." I nearly snorted into my coffee. Did she really just take a year-long masterclass in dramatic gaslighting and forget to take the day off? Claire, tired of everyone treating her like she's auditioning for some twisted morality play, finally snaps. "This is about my body. My life." Peggy whines like she's auditioning for America's Next entitled aunt, but family. I lean back, smirk, and mutter under my breath, "Family means I pay your bills for 2 years while you act like royalty and still lecture me about selfishness." Claire hangs up on Peggy. I mean, can you blame her? Meanwhile, I check the mortgage company account, still got the info from the 2-year free-of-charge charity program I run for my in-laws. Surprise, surprise, they're officially 30 days late. The first foreclosure notice is about to hit, and I'm quietly waiting for the perfect moment to tell Claire. Timing is everything. She's already juggling enough emotional dynamite. Honestly, I want Robert and Dorothy to experience the consequences before she finds out. Payback's a dish best served with foreclosure notices. Then Dorothy texts Claire, "When you're ready to apologize and act like proper children, we'll be waiting." Proper children? Really? We're 30. 30. I grab Claire's phone, channel my inner Shakespeare, and text back a single elegant letter. K. Blocked. Mic drop. Claire sees it later and actually laughs. The first laugh since Sunday. "Did you seriously just K my mother?" she asks wide-eyed. I shrug innocently. "I said I could handle your phone while you were in the shower. I meant like answer if someone called about an emergency." "This felt like an emergency," she smirks. Emergency? Absolutely. Emergency, petty level 9000. She kisses me. I love you. Love you too. Want to go on vacation with the money we're saving? What money? Never mind. Distract and conquer. Hey, what do you want for dinner? Mission accomplished. Update 2. The foreclosure notice hits yesterday. I know because Robert called Claire 17 times in a row. 17. She was teaching, so the phone was conveniently off. Lunch break comes and boom, voicemail apocalypse. Claire, there's been some mistake with the mortgage. Call me. Claire. Elizabeth. Call your father now. Why aren't you answering? This is an emergency. The last voicemail is Dorothy, sobbing like someone just told her she has to pay rent on a reality show set. The bank is trying to take our house. This is all your fault. If you hadn't upset us with your news, your father could have handled this better. I just stare at the phone. My fault? They literally told us we were dead to them. Dead. And somehow their mortgage problem is my fault? Yeah, logic called, it's on vacation. Claire calls me panicked. Something's wrong with my parents' house. The bank. I nod silently into the phone. I know. You know? You know I stopped paying their mortgage when they said we were dead to them. Silence. Long, delicious silence. Then she whispers, stunned, you've been paying their mortgage for 2 years? 2 years. That's like $67,200. She sits down. I can hear her brain rebooting through the phone. They never told her. Dad's consulting. We're fine. Not fine. Not since he lost his job and refused anything under royal treatment. 2 years of financial charades and she's just discovering it. She takes a breath, still processing. Don't do anything else until I get home. 4 p.m. Claire walks through the door. We talk until midnight. Tears, rage, apologies for her parents. I remind her, it's not her fault. But guess what? They're about to lose the house. She sighs. They're going to lose the house because they can't pay for it. Yep. Dead people don't pay mortgages, I deadpan. She laughs through her tears. That's so messed up. You want to know what's really messed up? Dorothy posted on Facebook today about ungrateful children, while literally sitting in the house I've been paying for the past 2 years. I couldn't even. Show me, Claire said, already bracing herself for the inevitable guilt trip. I hand her my phone. Dorothy's gone full Shakespearean tragedy mode. A long, scrolling post about how today's generation doesn't understand sacrifice or family values. Comments are all like, yes. You raised Claire right. Be proud. Claire snatches my phone mid-gasp, and I watch as her thumbs start typing with the precision of a surgeon. Funny how you talk about sacrifice while my husband paid your mortgage for 2 years without a single thank you. Before I can even mutter, wait, don't, she hits post. Boom. Digital mic drop. Of course, the comment gets deleted in minutes, but not before half the internet sees it. Phones start ringing like we just triggered a fire alarm. Claire turns hers off. Let them stew, she says, glassy-eyed but smug. I'm dead to them, remember? And oh boy. Update 3. Nuclear levels, folks. Dorothy's Facebook comments section? Total war zone before she deleted the whole thing. Screenshots circulating like wildfire. Peggy calls everyone in the family. Suddenly the entire clan knows that Robert and Dorothy have been broke for 2 whole years. Then comes the in-person apocalypse. Robert shows up at my office. Security calls me. You've got a red-faced, agitated visitor downstairs. I head down and there he is. Red-faced, best suit on, trying to keep up appearances as if his mortgage-fueled empire is still intact. You need to fix this, he says, chest puffed like he's auditioning for CEO of Entitlement Inc. Fix what? I ask. The mortgage, the bank, everything. That's your responsibility, not mine. Oh, we're playing the contract game now? Show me a contract. Show me even a text acknowledging I was paying your mortgage, I say. His face goes from red to purple in about 0.2 seconds. You can't do this. We're family. No, according to you, we're dead to you. Remember? Until we apologize for ruining your reputation. He sputters incoherently. It's money? Exactly. My money. That I'm no longer giving you. Security creeps closer. Robert notices. His protest sputters out. Claire will never forgive you for this. He spits dramatically. I'll tell everyone what kind of man you really are. Go ahead, I shrug. Tell them I'm the guy who supported you for 2 years while you lounged on your sofa. Tell them I respect my wife's choices about her own body. Tell them whatever you want. He storms out, security politely escorting him. I stroll back home like I own the place, which technically I sort of do. Claire's on the couch, glass of wine in hand, laptop open. I'm looking at apartments for them, she says. Wait, apartments? Not to pay for, just options. If they swallow their pride and downsize, they could afford this one on Social Security and Dad's pension. You think they'll downsize? No. But at least they can't say we didn't try. I nod. Brilliant. Learn from the best. She smiles at me like I just invented sliced bread. Of course, Dorothy calls Claire a disappointment. Robert says she's not his daughter. My reaction? Honestly, relieved. Terrible? Nah. Honest. We celebrate small victories with Thai food and trashy reality TV. Bliss. Update 4. Hold on to your hats. Robert got a job. Not kidding. After 2 years of being above minimum wage, suddenly he's at a hardware store. Promotions pending? Who knows? We found out via Facebook, naturally. Dorothy posts about how proud she is that her husband chose to rejoin the workforce during these trying times. Trying times? Oh, you mean the foreclosure notices breathing down your neck? Comments are pure comedy gold. People congratulating him like he just won a Nobel Prize for retail heroics. And then, the piece de resistance, they started a GoFundMe. Help the Hendersons save their family home. The description, oh, it was a masterpiece of manipulation. So get this. According to them, they've been betrayed by family and are facing hardship through no fault of their own. They need $50,000 to catch up on missed payments and secure their future. Missed payments. Missed payments. Not the payments I made for 2 years. Not the $67,200 I casually donated to the Henderson House of Lies fund. Just missed payments. Claire sees this first, sprawled in bed scrolling Facebook like a normal person, then suddenly sits bolt upright. They're claiming they need money for medical bills, she says, blinking at me like I've personally ruined the healthcare system. I lean over. Medical bills? Yeah, Dad's fake medical bills, she says, holding up her phone like it's a magic wand. Apparently, Robert has some chronic condition that prevents him from working full-time, except when he does, which is weirdly inconvenient for his chronic condition. And Dorothy? Stress-related health issues due to family trauma. Ah yes. 2 years of my salary gone and trauma is the excuse du jour. Their GoFundMe goal? $50,000. They had raised, wait for it, $500 from church friends. A literal tithe of sympathy. Claire grabs her phone and starts typing. I lean in, expecting her to comment on the GoFundMe politely. Big mistake. I should have known better. She's smarter than that. She crafts her own post. No ambiguity, no passive-aggressive subtweeting. My husband and I are not responsible for my parents' mortgage. We helped for 2 years, paying $67,200 without being asked for help or even a single thank you. When we made a personal medical decision about our own family planning, we were told we were dead to them. We respected their wishes. Their financial situation is not about betrayal. It's about accountability. I wish them the best. Then she tags every single family member. I watch her phone like it's about to self-destruct. And honestly, it kind of does. Calls, texts, Facebook messages blowing up like we just set off fireworks in the Henderson family group chat. And the piece de resistance? The GoFundMe got reported for fraud. Turns out fake medical bills violate their terms of service. Who knew? 24 hours later, gone. Poof. Robert calls me at work. Screaming so loud I have to hold the phone like it's a live grenade. You did this. You reported us. Actually, I didn't, I say, calm as a cucumber. But whoever did, yeah, good call. We're going to lose everything, he bellows. You're going to lose a house you couldn't afford. There's a difference, I reply, sipping my coffee. I'll destroy you. I'll tell everyone what kind of man you really are. Go ahead. Tell them I supported you for 2 years while you sat on your ass. Tell them I respect my wife's choices about her body. Tell them whatever you want, I say, practically applauding him for the creativity. He hangs up, probably to throw his best suit across the room. Meanwhile, Claire and I sit down and do the math like sane adults. With the money we're not spending on their mortgage, we can take 2 international vacations a year, max out our retirement contributions, renovate the kitchen, and still have some cash left over for, I don't know, margaritas. Claire admits, I feel guilty. Why? I ask, already knowing the answer. Because I don't feel guilty enough. Perfect sense. Processing guilt in Henderson land is a full-time job. Normal. Update 5. If the house goes into foreclosure, Robert and Dorothy have 90 days to pay the full past due amount, roughly $11,200 plus fees, or the house goes to auction. And then, the Hendersons pull a plot twist I did not see coming. They apologize. Oh, apologize. Dorothy emails Claire this epic tale of heartbreak and betrayal, but with a twist. Forgiveness comes with conditions. 1. Resume paying their mortgage immediately. 2. Pay all back payments and fees. 3. Apologize publicly for embarrassing them. 4. Agree to attempt to reverse my vasectomy. 5. Promise grandchildren within 2 years. I'm not making this up. This is literally a list of demands disguised as an apology. Claire reads it aloud at dinner, doing her mother's voice like it's Broadway night. We're crying and laughing simultaneously by the end. Number 5 is my favorite, she said. So Claire's reading this ridiculous email from her mom and I swear, I almost choked on my wine. Promise grandchildren within 2 years, she says, like we're running a baby assembly line with production quotas and deadlines. I nudge Claire. I vote number 3, I whisper conspiratorially. Apologize publicly for embarrassing them. That's pure poetry. Claire giggles. The irony is just delicious. I nod. I was going to say astounding, but delicious works too. It's gourmet irony. She types one word back, no. Then because she's a savage, she blocks the email address. Beautiful. But wait for the kicker. This morning, Uncle Theodore, Robert's brother, calls me. Ted's a straight shooter, level-headed, never asks for a dime. Classic contrast. He goes, Ryan, I heard about the situation. I sigh. Yeah, it's a mess. Look, I'm going to be straight with you. I could lend them the money. Okay, but I won't, I reply, because clearly some lessons have to be learned the hard way. Ted sighs. They've been entitled their whole lives. Dorothy treated Claire like trash for 30 years just because she works retail. Robert borrowed $5,000 from me in 2015 and never paid it back. When I asked, he said to consider it a gift to family. Oh, that explains a lot, I say, nodding solemnly, though I'm actually thinking about how many margaritas I could buy with $5,000. There's a lot you don't know. They refinanced the house 3 times to pay for vacations, new cars, keeping up with the neighbors. No savings, all style, no substance. And now they want you to fund their lifestyle. Exactly, I say, raising my coffee like a toast. Actions have consequences. Maybe losing the house will teach them a lesson. Thanks, Ted. That actually means a lot. Take care of Claire. She's going to need you when this gets worse. Worse? I ask, intrigued. Oh, Ryan, they're just getting started, he says ominously. And he was right. Later that afternoon, Dorothy shows up at Claire's school during pickup, full drama mode. All the parents around. Cue the tears, wailing, accusations. My daughter abandoned me, you're stealing my home. Claire chooses money over family. Classic. Claire's principal has to escort her off the property. Claire comes home shaking. 20 parents saw that, she says. They'll all be talking about it tomorrow. I grin. You want me to handle it? How? She asks. Trust me always, I say, dialing the principal. I explain everything. The 2 years of payments, the disowning, the attempted manipulation, everything. Principal is horrified. Claire never mentioned a thing. She's private. I send an email to the parent group. Nothing detailed, just, Claire is dealing with a difficult family situation. Please respect her privacy. Boom. Done. I tell Claire, if Dorothy shows up again, we'll call the police. She hugs me, eyes sparkling. You're my hero. No, you're mine. We stood up to them together. Best team ever. Want to look at vacation destinations with the money we're saving? God. Yes. Somewhere with beaches, cocktails, umbrellas. Done. Fast forward a bit. They lose the house. Technically, they sold it 2 days before auction, accepted a cash offer way below market value, just enough to pay off the mortgage and maybe have $10,000 left over. We find out through Ted because of course they didn't tell us themselves. Why would they? We're dead to them, remember? They moved into a 1-bedroom apartment in a less nice part of town. Dorothy had to get a job, receptionist at a dental office. Robert's still at the hardware store, but hey, promotion to shift supervisor. Not living the life they think they deserve, but surviving. And here's the kicker. The family dynamics have completely shifted. Everyone knows the truth, so the whole family knows about the 2 years of payments now. Every embarrassing, exhausting, soul-sucking penny we dropped on their mortgage. And not just that, they know about the disowning over Claire's vasectomy and oh yeah, the GoFundMe lies. I can practically hear them screaming into their pillows at night. Thanksgiving rolled around and guess what? Robert and Dorothy were not invited to the main family shindig. Nope, they got relegated to Peggy's house, probably sitting there crying over how life is just so unfair. Meanwhile, Claire and I hosted our first Thanksgiving. Ted came along with his wife and kids, Claire's cousins came, and, get this, even Grandma Rose called us instead of Dorothy. Claire's face lit up when she got Grandma Rose on the phone. "I'm ashamed of my daughter," Grandma said, dramatic pause included. "You don't owe anyone grandchildren. Your body, your choice." Claire literally cried happy tears. Can I just say, vindication never tasted so good? Now for the piece de resistance, the real kicker. Last week we ran into Robert and Dorothy at the grocery store. Well, the irony. The same people who used to scoff at sales now clipping coupons, buying generic brands, comparing prices like it's a competitive sport. Dorothy spotted us first. Her face morphed through about 15 emotions in the span of 3 seconds. Confusion, rage, betrayal, despair. It was like watching an entire soap opera on fast forward. Robert just looked tired. Dead inside. We had a cart piled high, nice wine, good steaks, the fancy cheese Claire likes. Not to be petty, but we were not adjusting our shopping habits for them. Dorothy opened her mouth like she was about to lecture us on morality, sacrifice, or something equally delusional. Then she saw Claire's face, calm, confident, unbothered, and just shut it. Like someone hit the mute button on reality. We walked past them without a word. Later in the car, Claire said, "I thought I'd feel something. Anger, sadness, satisfaction. But I just felt nothing." I chuckled. "Nope. That, my dear, is freedom. And speaking of freedom, we're going to Santorini next month with the money we saved." Claire's been brushing up on Greek on Duolingo just to impress the locals. We're staying in one of those over-the-top infinity pool hotels overlooking the caldera. And yes, Robert and Dorothy will probably see the photos because they still Facebook stalk Claire through fake accounts. Bless their little manipulative hearts. I whispered to Claire, "Let them see what happens when you call someone selfish for making their own life choices. Let them see what happens when you bite the hand that feeds you, or in this case the hand that pays your mortgage." She smirked. "Dead people don't pay bills, Jack, but they do take amazing vacations. And the best part? Claire's pregnant. Yeah, the vasectomies can be reversed. We decided we do want kids, just on our timeline, not theirs. And no, we're not telling them. They'll find out eventually through the family grapevine. And when they come crawling back, trying to worm their way into their grandchild's life, I'll just shrug. Sorry? Who are you? We're dead to you. Remember? Actions meet consequences." Claire peeked over my shoulder. "You're not really going to post all this, are you?" I grinned. They wanted to protect their reputation. Their reputation is already destroyed. Names changed, location hidden. Internet, meet poetic justice. She kissed my cheek. "Thanks for always having my back. Even when my parents are crazy, especially then. I love you. Love you too. Now help me pick a title for this post." I tossed out suggestions. My in-laws are too simple. Meh. The $67,200 lesson. Closer but not quite. Dead to us. Perfect. Except I went with the longer, more dramatic version. Internet loves drama, and honestly, after everything they put us through, a little public drama feels like poetic justice. They wanted to protect their precious reputation. They should have remembered the first rule of family: don't mistake kindness for weakness. Because kind people can stand up for themselves. And when they do, watch out. Love this story? Like, share, and subscribe for more epic audio adventures. Stay curious and keep listening.